coffee. No, I have some coffee. What am I doing? Not functional without it.
Is there any way that you could sort of just soft me out so that like I don't know that I'm at work? In here, could I come home and think that I've been fishing all day?
Good morning, guys. I'm getting off to kind of a late start this morning. No good reason for that. Well, kind of. I want to go pick up some baits, or lures actually. I'm going to go trout fishing today in a pond that someone actually suggested to me in the comments. So that's going to be cool. I wanted to try somewhere new, so I figured I would try somewhere where you guys suggested. Why not? I don't know if I'll catch anything. But yeah, today's kind of a day for exploring for me. I don't really know. Hopefully I'm going to catch some fish. Otherwise, you're not going to see this. So if it's here, I at least caught a fish. Luckily, that's all it takes for a catch and cook. So let's go pick up some baits and head out fishing. It's pretty late. Hopefully this goes all right. Man, it did not take these black flies long to come out. But there's a steady wind today, so hopefully they don't bother me too much. Just trying to figure out what I can actually catch at this pond. So, Brook Brown. Got my reel with me. I'd like to get to use that. Super windy today though, and I think it's a little early. There's a couple bugs out, but not quite there yet. Let's see, I need these guys. And what did I, oh yeah, I wanted this. That way I can keep one. Let's go try it. So I did check the depth chart. This is the southern edge of the pond, and it's more shallow here, but it's also springtime, so it might still be okay. Now that looks like a platform for me. Or that one. I'm gonna try this one. Hey, it feels good to be out. I need to get a kayak. Kayak would help me out a whole lot. So I got my little blue fox on there. Not the exact color I wanted to get, but silver and blue. Hopefully it'll work all right. No luck yet. I might move down the pond. Go to the deeper sections. I'm gonna try right here first. Still pretty cold out. It's supposed to be 60 today, but it doesn't really feel like 60. I'm gonna move up the lake. I don't like this spot. I thought it might be good, but I think it's too shallow. I'm gonna go over to the north side. Someone got a hook snagged right in that tree. Oh my god, how'd they manage that? Do you see that? Someone put that right up in the tree, and then maybe it was a kid. I don't know, could they not reach it or something? It's right there. I'll take it. I never use anything like this. What do you use this for? Bass? Crappie? Never caught a crappie. Weird jig. I'm gonna try over here. I don't know why. Well, actually I do know why. Less wind maybe. Oh, that's deep here. That's what I'm talking about. This is a cool spot though, despite the roadway being right there. Try right along that edge. The water is cold, so the fish should be moving just about everywhere in this lake. They're not going to really be confined to the deepest spots where it's cold or the springs. This time of year, in the springtime, they can go wherever they feel like, because the whole water is pretty much ice cold. So You never quite know where you're gonna find them, but let's just hope we find them. That's the first trick to all this. Oh, what was that? That was a strike. I felt something. Unless my lure's on a little backwards here. Whoa! I hope you guys saw how close that was. Relax, buddy. Relax. That scared me. I was just messing around. Hey, that's a nice brook trout there. Awesome. So we did catch a fish today. He is a keeper. Question is, do I want to? Look at that, beautiful. Really nice. I did foul hook him, so I think I'm gonna let this one go. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. There he goes. If you guys can see those loons, isn't that cool? They're out fishing too. They're probably doing better than me, hopefully. So as you guys can tell, I'm not by the lake anymore. I decided that I'd take a break right now because it's the middle of the day, so the fishing's not that great. So hopefully it's gonna pick up later. But in the meantime, I thought it might be a good idea. First off, I'm gonna go, I ran to town, got some worms, put those on ice. Right now, I'm just sitting by this brook and I'm gonna go and search this bottom area, see if I can't find some fiddleheads. The fiddleheads would go really well with trout, so I'm hoping they haven't gone by yet. I haven't seen any so far, but we're gonna go out, see if we can find some fiddleheads, and that would really be a great way to contribute to the meal while I'm waiting for the fishing to get a little better. See if we can find some of those. Okay, so these aren't fiddleheads, but this gives you an example of what isn't a fiddlehead. I've seen a lot of these, but I haven't seen any true fiddleheads. These are not fiddleheads. You see how they're covered in hairs? This is a different species. So this would be very similar to what we are actually looking for, except it would be mostly green. I'll tell you, this stuff can be a joy to walk through, but it's better in the bog. There we go. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. So as you can see, these taller ones have started to grow up a little bit. These are past. I mean, you could still eat them, but they're not as good. But if you look just behind them, right down here, these are the ones you're looking for. Very nice and compact. So I'm gonna just pluck all of those. And that's what we're going for. Whoops. Fiddleheads are really easy to find and identify. So you can see they're just really nice and compact. They also have this little kind of golden or bronze sheathing over them. And so misidentifying these is very difficult. So it's a very easy one for pretty much everyone to go out and gather in the springtime. So if you look here, we actually have another really good patch. And these are all pickable. I mean, this is exactly the stage you want to find them in. These ones are a little small. I'm used to finding them much bigger than this where I'm from, but maybe that's just the case down here. Girl's pretty upset with me. Don't know why. Now that I got the fiddleheads, let's hope we get a fish. That'd make for a pretty good meal. We'll see. This spot hasn't been that great for me, but I got some worms now. Wow, the wind just dropped off significantly. I just tied up, I snapped my hook last time I had this sitting there. So I tied this up while I fly fish a little bit. Just gonna cast it out, let it sit. If anything happens, at least I'll have dinner a little sooner. And yeah. Continue to fly fish while I wait on this guy. Oh. Something's going on. Oh. Oh. He's little. He's dinner though. Oh my gosh, that took so long. Sweet. All right. Well, that is dinner. Ooh, fish jumping now. I'm gonna try the fly rod again. Put this guy in the cooler and then try to catch one more. Okay, no. I'll put this out. And now I'm gonna pick up the fly rod. 'Cause that's where the fun's at. Oh, got a strike here. Oh, there we go. What is that? That's what's been stealing the bait. This makes sense. What is this? Bluegill or pumpkin seed? Never really seen many of these. They're kind of cute. Probably invasive, right in this spot. I would assume this is invasive. That's what's been chewing on my hook. Ooh, that feels better. Oh, a catfish. Hooray. Lovely. Okay. I'm hungry. Can't believe you didn't swallow it. Normally these guys are really good at that. Ugh, you look diseased. You know what? I'm hungry. Today's been really slow. I'm just gonna pack up because the fishing all day hasn't been that great. I do have something to cook now, and I probably should have kept the first one I had, but you know. Sometimes you don't think of that. But I'm gonna go find a spot and cook this fish and the fiddleheads up. It's not all bad. That was a super beautiful view back there. So I'll take it. It's a good day on the water. Those fiddleheads are gonna be good. That's the first time I've had them this year, or will be. Not the most successful fishing trips, but you know, kind of exploring a new area. And we got some. Definitely, I don't know if you can see all these guys buzzing around behind me, but plenty of black flies out right now. I'm not used to those. I mean, look at them, they're just swarming. All right, found a nice little turnaround here, kind of a dirt pit. So that should do just fine. You're gonna hear a lot of buzzing from those bugs around you. I might put some DEET on you guys. Little Benz 100 on the mic itself because they look like they think it's a moose or something. So hopefully that prevents them from buzzing around you guys too much. Let's just get right to it. Bugs are driving me just a bit mad. So one of the first things I really need to do is clean off these fiddleheads, which really does take a little bit of time, unfortunately. A lot of times what you do is you'd use a big screen mesh and then a hose attached to an air compressor, and you would just blow all these little fine flakes off that you see me pulling at. I'm not really sure what's the most efficient way for me to do this, though. I'm wondering if I have to do it, because I don't feel like doing all of them. I'm just taking off that little bronze sheath or whatever it is here. At least I'm taking off as much as I can. I don't think I can get all of that. So it'll look like that. I'm gonna clean those up first. I cleaned off about a handful of those. With these bugs, that's all I can stand to do right now. And I didn't do a perfect job, so they still have a lot of that sheathing left. So I don't think it's actually a bad thing to eat it. It's probably that a lot of people just don't like it, and so I've always had it taken off. But I took most of it off, and now I guess is a good time to find out why people don't eat it. I don't think it's anything dangerous. I really doubt it, because it is hard to get all of it off, even when you do have the proper equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try, and I'll tell you why people don't eat it like that. I'll find out pretty quick here. All right, next step. Clean off my little fish. Just gonna go ahead and fix this straight up. Maybe in the meantime I'll get the pan going. Man, these bugs. All right, it's working this time, for now. Got a good flame. I love how simple brook trout are. Hear that gas? Not supposed to be doing that. What is going on? I just ordered a new stove the other day. Got a smaller one. Apparently that was good timing. No idea what that's doing. What on earth? Why couldn't you just cooperate? Got the fish all cleaned up. It's not big, but it's enough for me. Come on, what are you doing? Not supposed to happen. I did just order a new stove, and apparently that was good timing. Something is up with this thing. I did bring some garlic. I'm not taking the time to chop anything up today. Just gonna do it nice and quick. The fish doesn't take long. The garlic will just be a little strong, but I like garlic, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, put that right down there. Let that cook. It's still gonna be a great meal. Along with it, I'm gonna put the fiddleheads right in. So again, I left that little sheath on there, but I still think it's gonna end up okay. A little extra butter. I got a few thyme leaves here. I'm just gonna put that right in there. Spice things up a little bit. Then I do have one more thing. Brought a lemon. So we're just gonna put that right over top. There we go. Look at that. That is not how it should be burning. But we're gonna get through this and cook it up and hope it doesn't explode. I don't think it will, but I really have no idea. And am I glad I bought a new stove. I'm excited to show you guys that one. It was kind of expensive. but for what I do, and this is really heavy to pack, I think it's going to be worthwhile. Okay, that's done. I guarantee this is not one of my prettiest meals I've ever made. Just gonna let it cool down a little bit, but you know, sometimes that's what happens with outdoors cooking, you know. There's a lot of other factors involved, but the food does taste better because you are outside and had to work that much harder for it. So, still gonna be great, right? So, I'm just gonna come in, grab the spine, and then peel all the meat right off it. So simple. Once cooked right, it just falls right off. There we go. That lemon's really good in this. And that's pretty much it. I definitely burnt a couple of those fiddleheads, but they still look just fine to me. So I think that'll be a little decent meal. Nothing pretty about this one. One of those days. All right, well, this is definitely not one of my prettier meals I've ever made, but it actually is a really good meal. It doesn't have to look great to taste good, right? Yeah, I fully support that statement I just made. If you guys haven't tried fiddleheads, highly encourage you to go grab some while you can if you live in Maine, because their season's very short. They only come up for a short period during the spring. But, bugs are in my back. Get out of my back. So if you want to try some, you should definitely go get them. They are very easy for everyone to identify, so you're not going to really go wrong and get something that's kind of poisonous. And a lot of people will take that flakiness off that I didn't, the little sheathing around them. But you know, I can't really tell the difference. In fact, it kind of crisped up a little bit when I fried it in that butter, so it's a little crunchy. But it goes really well with trout. And lemon, surprisingly. Maybe it's just because I'm hungry. A lot of times when I cook these meals, I'm so hungry that I don't think it matters what it tastes like, but it's just going to be good anyway. Man, it's a good thing that I got that new stove. That other one, I don't know what is wrong with this thing, but it is not functioning properly. So I'm either gonna have to tweak that a little bit or really hope that my order comes in soon before I try to do another catch and cook. Oh, also, I did pick up a new reel for ocean fishing. And really what I had in mind when I grabbed it was to do some striper fishing. So I wasn't gonna do any striper fishing really this year, maybe a little bit. But last week when I posted that poll, you guys said you wanted something in the ocean, and I was thinking, well, what could I do that's new? And my first thought was flounder, and then I just really started getting into this big obsession about stripers. So I decided that I would just grab a reel. I have some rods I can use. They're not great, but I think they'll do just fine. And I'm gonna go out and try to see if I can figure out how to go striper fishing. I'm super excited to do that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully some people will have some good tips for me. That would be amazing. Oh, these bugs. Give me a minute. Let me do my outro. All right, so I'm just about wrapped up this meal. I hope you guys enjoyed today. It was definitely a difficult trip for me. Not a lot of fish caught. A lot of bites, just not fish, black flies. Tons of bites. Fiddleheads turned out really good. And that's it. So as always guys, I'm just trying to walk away from these bugs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh man, I should have just ate the whole time while I was walking. They can't fly that fast, so they're trailing behind me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you do enjoy these videos, because that's really the point. And if you're watching them and made it this far, I imagine you do. So if you'd like, you can always hit subscribe. And if you like the video, I'd appreciate you hitting the like button. But I'm gonna head home. And so I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is where you're watching. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers.